All right, everyone. We are back with Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. I love it when you all dance. It's great. Welcome to Tabletop Bob. This is the channel where we play some Dungeons and Dragons sometimes. And sometimes we start on time at 8:30. And other times we start at 8:58. But that's okay.
That's true.
Because we're here now, and it's no one's fault except for Joey. So we're here, and
directly my fault.
And we are good. Yes, but it's okay. You made it. Better late than never. You've heard that, right?
Sometimes late is never.
I've never heard that.
A wizard always arrives precisely when they intend to.
He's a paladin. It's completely different.
Paladin is better late than never.
That is true.
Better late. Lathander is better late than ever.
Lathander is always early. He gets up early with the dawn.
He's an early riser.
Mm-hmm.
He rises exactly when he's supposed to.
Yeah,
like a wizard.
All right. Great stream, everybody. I'm going to call it here.
See y'all next week.
But you know what? Before you leave because of all our terrible jokes, just please hit that red subscribe button. We're getting up there now. We got 435 subscribers on YouTube, and also follow us on Twitch. We're getting up there, and also you're gonna want to do this and hit that bell for notifications, because do you know what I have coming up, everybody?
More Icewind Dale.
Yeah.
Of course, there's more Icewind Dale, of course, but
the redemption of Julius, a side story.
Keep on the Borderlands.
The keep.
These are
Supernatural
all really
20.
Muffin's Wild Adventure.
These are all really
it's the
good.
review of Candlekeep.
Wow, you guys have so many great ideas, but they're all wrong. And
What?
Yeah. I mean, all of those things are true. Supernatural 20, we've scheduled it. It's coming out soon. I'll put a post up about that. Candlekeep Mysteries. Oh boy, is it going to be good. I am so close to being done. And what else did you just say? Keeping the Borderlands. If you haven't seen it, we'll put the playlist down below. You can check that out, because that is off to a great start. We've got 2 episodes and a session 0 to watch. But you're all wrong. What I've got coming up, and I didn't put the virtual cam so you won't see this, but
Candlekeep review.
No, get ready for this,
God,
everybody.
I give up. I'm out.
Get ready for this. Warhammer 40K players play Dungeons and Dragons for the first time.
The first time.
Wow.
I remember when I played Dungeons and Dragons for the first time as a Warhammer character.
It's not the second time?
No. So the first time we did this, and I'll just switch back so we can see our faces now. Oh, by the way, it's July 30th, this Friday at 8:30 p.m. I have 4 players. 3 of them have never played Dungeons and Dragons in their life. And that includes the Battle for Salvation club officer, Ed Miller. So,
wow. No.
If you know Ed, that's going to be great. It's going to be great to see him pretend to be a elf or something. We've got Trevor Harris, the world-renowned
Trevor
player.
Harris.
Yep. And we've got who else? Oh yeah, Randall. Randall's going to play too.
Hey,
and
Randall Slate.
Yep, Randall Slate. Yep.
I'm just trying to imagine Edward. Ed
will be like,
can we?
My character stops for some coffee.
Yeah. That's great.
My God.
Well, it's going to be good. And also, Danny Internet's world famous Danny Internet's playing. So we got the whole like BFS team, minus I guess Andrew and Pat, I guess, but we've got a whole crew that are going to play D&D. 3 of them have never played D&D before, and it's been like 15 years since Dan's played. So we've got a whole lot of fun coming up, because it's going to be interesting to see the dynamic and how they approach the game. That's coming up this Friday, 8:30 here on Tabletop Bob. All right.
When is the D&D players play 40K for the first time stream?
Ooh, yeah.
That could, CJ, that could be at the BFS Grand Tournament in October, Columbus Day weekend. You can come, sign up. I'll give you an army. We'll document it. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Because
CJ's like, damn, why'd I say anything?
Oh, man.
It's all right. I'll play against him.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Again.
fine. I've got an army for you too.
Edmund versus Julius.
I mean, if we really want to, we could talk about 40k tonight.
Nah, I think
Nah.
we're
Do
good.
it. Oh my god.
We're good.
Nah, I want to go
I've seen the
into
little Dark Age memes.
Have you seen what's behind me? By the way, this might be coming soon.
What? What is it?
This
I
is,
wanna know.
this is down the
Dark Heresy.
pipeline, everybody.
Oh.
But I just got this
Oh.
book,
Oh my god.
Warhammer
Is
40k
that-
Wrath and Glory RPG. So this might be coming down the pipeline soon. I haven't
Oh.
haven't had a chance to digest this bad boy, but it's,
Can I be an orc?
I think you can actually, but
You can be an orc in D&D.
Can I be a space marine?
Half orc.
I
Nobody
believe it
wants
depends
to
on
be
the
a
level
space
of play.
marine.
If you play a
Never played.
you can. I think you have to just the DMS to allow it, or GM in this case. All right, enough of Warhammer. We're here for Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden, and if
On
you're
the
just joining
Borderlands.
us now and you heard us
Colin.
talking about Warhammer and you immediately want to skip ahead, this is when I'll put the timestamp. So there'll be you can skip ahead and you'll hear this. We're starting Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. Joey, tell us who you're playing tonight.
I'm playing Rogal V2. A white dragonborn paladin. Ready to get in this prison, kick some ass, and accomplish some goals.
So now he's ready to kick some ass. A session ago, he was like, do we really need to kill these people? Now we're in a prison full of bad people.
By kick some ass, I mean like non-violently.
Be kind. Hugs. Kick some ass with hugs.
I'm going to kill them all
Ugh.
with kindness.
Let's jump down to
Can you?
CJ.
I just need one other clarification. Rogal, Joey, spell Rogal.
Okay.
This is a test. This is a test.
The trick question.
It is a trick
I
question.
believe it is ROGAAL.
Oh,
I
man.
knew
And
it.
I told
spelled it
you.
wrong on all of these stickers I have.
You
I
made
made
Rogal
these
sticker.
Stickers. And
All
they're
right.
spelled
It's
wrong.
actually it's Rogal.
The gall.
Rogal stickers and it's spelled wrong.
The gall of the
Oh,
spelling.
garbage now. Anyway, go on.
Got there at all.
CJ,
Yes.
your turn.
Greetings, friends. I am Edmund Brycene, friend to elf and man. Wink. We are here at Revel's End to speak to prisoner 24601. His time is up. His parole has begun. Stefano will get that reference.
Who is he?
I get that. I get that. And his name is Jean Valjean.
His name is Jean Valjean, and we are here to free him or speak to him because he has information that Elias needs to bring back the dawn. Wink.
Let's go to Andrew.
I am Elias Dawnstrider, cleric of Lathander, spiritual leader of the Three Musketeers, and we're going to Revel's End to speak to prisoner, I believe, 237, and he will tell us what he knows for the good of all.
Fantastic. And Stefano.
Hey guys, I'm playing Julius Valerian, the blade singing Eladrin elf wizard. I literally have no idea what I'm doing here, and I guess we'll see what happens. I might just jump on Angajuk and go straight to the Snowflake Island.
Yeah, you just want to go to Snowflake.
Yeah. Well, to review, everybody, the group is headed to Revel's End. You're with Velen Harpel, the Arcane Brotherhood wizard. You rode along Angajuk, the sperm whale, awakened sperm whale, who took you here and is willing to transport you around the sea moving ice if necessary because you were so kind to it and drove away the poachers by brutally murdering them. And you're here at Revel's End because the prisoner 237, you have heard that the prisoner may have secrets to unlocking or at least locating the ancient city of Yithrin. There is a magical item called the Mythalar that you've read about in the book from the Lost Spire, which can end the endless winter. And that is your goal, to bring light, to bring dawn to this wretched place. And Andrew, this is no secret. I mean, the players know and the audience knows that you have a Harper contact that you met in Bryn Shander that told you about the prisoner as well. So we're going to dive in and see what mayhem ensues at Revel's End. Ready, everybody?
Yeah.
That's all ever be.
Here we
We're
go.
just going to go and speak to some guys. There's not going to be no mayhem.
Yeah, it's just gonna be we're gonna go in, we're gonna say hello. That's it,
Absolutely.
we're gonna say goodbye. And that's like,
That's it.
That's
Nothing.
it.
What could possibly go wrong?
As long as there isn't a prisoner riot, we'll be fine.
Be fine.
All right, I'm switching over to roll 20 here, so we can see rolls. So you approach Revel's End. Perched on a high cliff overlooking the sea of moving ice is a bleak stone fortress carved out of gigantic blade-shaped rock. Blade-shaped rock. A central tower looms above the rest of the fortress, and light leaks from its arrow slits. 4 smaller towers rise from the outermost corners of the fortress, and guards can be seen atop them. I showed you the artwork last week, but I think it warrants showing again. Let's bring this over here. We're going to just say that for ease of course, I showed you the artwork
did.
last time, right? I did.
I'm
right?
actually trying to find it myself.
That's not it. Here it is. The Windbreaker. That's why.
I got it.
It's called The Windbreaker. That's so silly.
Well, here it is.
The windbreak, yeah.
Yeah. Because the rock face is kind of covering the tower, it shelters it from the high speed winds, the cold, brutal winds of Icewind Dale.
So is that why it farts?
Say that again?
So is that why it farts?
Breaking wind.
Oh, I did not follow you there, Joey. Thank you. Yes.
It's okay. I'll just leave.
You'll see yourself
You
out.
guys have
I'll leave. It's okay.
There was one ship docked, as the picture showed down below, and there's a elevator or a lift that'll take you up towards the actual prison. We're going to say that for ease of play, and just because I just read the box text, that Velen and the whale are waiting far off down the coast, so that way she could remain hidden.
Do I recognize this ship?
Give me a... So the ship doesn't have any name adorned on the front, or if it does, it's covered in frost. But the ship does look like a southern variety. It's not. It probably reminds you of the Dark Duchess.
Okay.
In terms of size.
And is that the only way up? Really?
Yeah, up the
It's like-
the rock face. Yeah,
How'd you climb up the rock face?
you could.
I mean,
You have climbing gear.
Good.
But how do people get up there?
Oh, there's a lift.
Oh.
Yeah,
Was
right
there
at
an
the dock. There's a lift.
Well, how does it work?
I believe you can actually see it in the mechanism here in... Oh, I just got out of it, but you can see the mechanism in the center of the picture. There's like a gear that turns
Oh,
and
I
lifts
see.
it up.
I didn't
Yeah.
expand it.
Hey, Rogal. When you came over to Icewind Dale, do you remember if there were any other ships alongside you?
With my character, no.
There
Is there any
weren't.
other-
At the time, whatever it was, a few months ago, ships were coming sparingly. And yours
remember.
might have been one of the last cargo ships to come up.
I believe my ship was one of the last few ships to make it to Icewind Dale.
Where were you traveling from again?
I was traveling from the Sword Coast all the way up here.
So we're heading up, or are you climbing up?
I want to get right in the lift.
Is there anybody on the docks? Like there wasn't anybody like around operating this mechanism expecting anybody to come off this ship? Like nobody's.
You can see people in the towers above, but that's like hundreds of feet up.
Like okay, like there's indications of like
there's people. Yeah, you see people in the towers that are at the corners of the prison. You can see them from the ocean, but again, it's far. You probably wouldn't be able to communicate with them. But the lift looks like you can operate it. It's like manually operated.
Okay.
You can.
What about the ship? It looks like there's lights on in the ship in the picture.
Yeah, there are. Yeah.
Should we check out the ship? Kind of
we
curious.
need to check out the ship. I thought we were just here to interview a prisoner.
But
Yeah.
are you not curious how the ship
I'm
got through?
incredibly curious. I just believe that we should probably stick to our mission.
I kind of feel it prudent to investigate this ship.
I also feel it prudent to investigate.
Sure. You approach the ship.
Julius.
I thought Prudence was in a jail.
Prudence
Okay,
is in
let's
jail.
go straight up the lift. We must focus on our mission, as you say.
As you pass the ship, though, and because you're coming along, I guess the shore there, the rocky shore, you do see the boat, and you see a crew on the boat. They don't seem to be doing anything. They kind of just seem to be resting, and there's some lights on in there. You hear some noise, but it's not. You don't really sense that the crew are doing work or anything like that.
I shout out, "Say the folk!"
One of the cabin doors will open, and you see a man dressed in all super winter clothes, covered up, bundled up to the face. He's definitely drinking some sort of alcohol, and he comes over and he cries out, "Hey, what happened down there? You in danger? You fall overboard?"
No. We are the Three Musketeers.
The what?
We are well known in these parts, but of course you are not from the 10 Towns. Where have your ship come from?
10
How did you get
towns.
through the ice?
Ice? Yes, a lot of ice. It was dangerous.
Where are you from?
We're from Neverwinter. He doesn't pause. I've just paused.
Oh, have you just arrived here?
Yeah, earlier this morning.
Oh, bringing supplies, I guess.
People. The counselor's in there.
More prisoners.
No, the counselor and his... I don't even know what you call him. His group.
Who's the counselor? Ask him who the counselor is.
Oh, we're not familiar. Who's the counselor? Is he one of the Lord's Ascendant? Lord's Alliance?
Aye, Lord Anderton. He's here.
Oh, Lord Anderton himself. What? I wonder why he could possibly want to come here in the cold.
Beats
This
me,
never-ending
but I'm
winter.
freezing. Heading back into the cabin.
Okay, good to meet you, Sailor Man.
And you too, muskrats.
Julius laughs.
All right, let's go. Let's go up the lift.
All right, you enter the lift and you rise up
Sorry.
to the prison level.
Wait,
When you get off the elevator, you
I have
see
a
that there is a... What's up?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Were you just yelling like 80 feet away to this man on the boat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that how that conversation went?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to have you place your characters at the very top of the map.
Elias is pretty loud anyway. Like, he's not a quiet man.
It might not have been 80 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Oh, no, it probably was like 80 feet, yeah.
And we're just on like a lift, and I'm just like sitting there being like, oh,
Place
boy.
your characters, yeah, at the top. It's a very large map. There's a little dock here. I'll put you here.
There.
Yeah.
I lost exactly where that was.
Oh, I see it.
Where Edmund is?
There we go. Are there two?
Oh, I see.
Help! I'm drowning.
I don't help.
All right, so
Got
Yeah.
water walk anyway because I cast it. Did I
Good.
cast it as a ritual?
you did cast it as a ritual last time,
Alright.
yeah. So you
Trying to be-
glide over to the elevator and you head up this lift. When you get off the lift, you see a worn dirt path. There's actually ground. You don't see snow. And you head towards the main gate here.
Yeah, glad to see they keep this place in proper order. Shovel their snow.
Yeah, it's in proper order. It seems to be functioning. This prison, you can see there's warmth coming from inside, light, and it seems well guarded. You saw 3 guards on the tower to the east and west, and you can tell that there's a guard outpost that you're headed towards at the front door. When you enter, the gates begin to open, and you see 2 guards kind of come out to greet you. They seem pretty young, like maybe in their late teens. One of them salutes as you approach, and he addresses all of you, but mostly Rogal. Rogal, this younger guard comes up and says, this younger guard comes up and says to you, "Oh, my apologies, Counselor Norixius. The warden has been expecting you. We apologize for keeping the gate closed for too long."
Yes, thank you so much. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
the counselor
I look to
is
Edmund.
having a bit of trouble speaking right now. The cold has gotten to his throat, but yes, please,
I just started coughing.
lead us in and carry us, show us to the quarters of Lord Norixius.
Yes, he's tired and weary looking. The cold seems to really bother him. He is not dressed in cold weather clothing. And he looks to the other guard to him and says, "Well, get their things." And the one guard offers to take your bags and stuff like that for you.
No, I will keep these with me.
Have
Why
you
are
no
you not wearing
luggage? Have you no luggage?
Why are you not wearing cold weather clothing, man?
We travel quite light. You must understand, Lord Norixius does not have many possessions to bring with him.
Ah, well then.
We just
Yes,
simply
let's-
have what we have on us.
Let's get inside to the warmth. We don't.
Quickly, into the warmth.
So head in. I'll move you in side here.
I nod my head,
Oh.
doing my best not to actively lie.
Can you move in? You can move through the doors?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So just be careful. Don't move yourselves through doors unless I kind of go pay it.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I attempt to have Muffin come with me. Does Muffin make it through?
So unfortunately, the man says, "Oh, I apologize. That your bird is not permitted into the prison. You'll have to stay in the stables."
The stables?
Yes, the stables.
That's okay. He'll go to fly somewhere else.
You're sure?
Yeah,
He'll come back to you.
I don't know if a bird belongs in the stables.
Well, he's not allowed in the prison, and that's the only place we can keep animals.
All right.
Follow me. I'll put the 2 veterans here. These tokens represent the 2 guards. You can follow them. They'll go through this door, which again, they'll pause, and it will unlock. The mechanism will unlock it, so you can tell that they're not unlocking doors. Something is unlocking it for them.
About how far off in distance is Angajuk stationed?
Maybe a couple hundred yards down the coast.
Okay. I think I'd rather just send Muffin there.
Okay. That's fine. Angajuk and Muffin and Velen can hang out.
I want to speak to
Oh,
the
and
guard.
actually, did that snowy owl ever come back?
The snowy owl?
Velen's.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you want to speak to the guard, Andrew? What do you say?
I want to tell him. We must see the warden at once. We have important business.
Yes, the warden is expecting you. I'm sure she will come to your quarters momentarily. I will have the other guards notify that you have arrived. The representatives from Neverwinter arrived this morning.
Everybody?
Yeah.
Where did everybody
Sorry.
go?
We're down here.
Excuse me. The representatives from Neverwinter arrived this morning, and excuse me. Sorry. Did I say Counselor Anderton got here this morning?
Yes.
I did. I made a mistake. Counselor Anderton got here a few days ago.
Ah.
That's what
Oh.
the sailors would have said. Okay. And this guard says to you that the representatives from Neverwinter arrived a few days ago. They were the first. Counselor Anderton We've gotten to know him very well here. He's grown on the staff, you could say. And then he quickly changes topic and says, just this morning, the representative from Baldur's Gate arrived as well.
Are we expecting any... Who is left to arrive?
Well, just the three of you, of course. The Council of Absolution is set.
Of course. I just,
Of course.
didn't know if there was any new members. It's
Follow-
been so long.
Follow us, please. And they'll take you to the east wing here. Although, as you walked, you probably did see that there was a long corridor south of you. And that looked like it was a large prison cell block area. You didn't see any people, but you saw some guards, or prisoners, but you saw some guards patrolling in that area. And then you follow the guards down this way.
What was the name of the council? He said Council of what?
Absolution.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So follow the guards down this way.
That's always a good thing. That sounds healthy.
Yeah. Your weapons will obviously have to be cataloged. Come with me. And he'll go into this room right here. The door will open after a brief pause at the door. I'm going to show you... Yeah, I'm going to open it up. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So when you head to this room here, this is clearly an armory. The room contains wooden racks and chests filled with all different sorts of weapons. The inventory includes halberds, long swords, short swords, pikes, crossbows, light crossbows and heavy, and hundreds and hundreds of ammunition. What you also see in this room is a giant floating creature, one central eyeball, and 4 eye stalks.
Oh, great.
I'm leaving.
The guard approaches the spectator, and he says to him, "Oh, All right, everyone, I need a name for the spectator."
Bloop, bloop.
Ozzy.
Bloop, bloop. Ozzy?
Bazorp.
Ozzy Osbourne,
Edward Bryceman.
the passenger, the spectator hunter.
His name is Ozbazorp.
Osbazorp.
Ozbazorp. But he calls him Ozzy for short.
My cat's
Ozzy.
That's
And
my cat's name.
the guard says, "Ozzy." And he kind of salutes. The spectator already sees you because one of the eyeball stalks is looking right at you. And the guard motions to you and says, "Introduce yourselves to Ozzy. He'll be cataloging all of your weapons and gear."
Greetings, Ozzy. I'm Edmund Brycene, friend to elf and man. Wink.
Edmund Brycene, friend to Elfin Man. Next.
Elias Dawnstrider, cleric of Lathander.
Elias Dawnstrider, cleric of the Thander.
I'm Julius.
Julius. And you, Lord? My lord?
This is Lord Norixius. He is unable to speak right now because of the cold in his throat.
I like hamming up.
But
And do you say anything or no?
Yeah, I like sort of do like a light whisper, like, sorry, my voice.
Give me a deception check.
Okay.
can I help him with my...
Yeah, I would say that you're
All right.
So with
kind
advantage?
of cover up. Yeah.
All right. Deception. Advantage.
Ooh.
I see 18s.
What did I see? It's a 22.
All right, nice. So you say that and you cough. The guard thinks nothing of it and says that Lord Norixius and his council are here to meet with the warden. They're going to be staying for a few days, and the spectator doesn't take one of its eyeballs off of you, Joey, but its other eyebrows are looking around at everybody and starting to catalog what you're dropping off. So weapons are not allowed in the prison. The guard will tell you this. So you need to drop off everything. If you'd like to conceal a weapon, you'll have to give me a sleight of hand check.
I'm not leaving my sacred laser rifle with these idiots.
Well,
I say to the guard,
weapons
this
are
weapon
not
is
allowed.
sacred to me.
Wait, would they even know it's a weapon? Like, would they recognize it as such?
That's a good question.
It's a goddamn laser.
It's a sacred object. I'm not gonna. That's a good idea.
I actually,
I'm not
you know
gonna
what?
drop that off.
I start using my laser rifle as a walking stick.
Well,
It's a
I'll be
sacred
honest,
object.
right? The guards will tell Rogal that this is a formality, Lord Norixius, but the 2 guards will have to search you all for weapons.
Of course, I say, and I hand him my axe, and I lean on my laser rifle like a crutch.
I would lightly protest and say that, but this weapon, Faisal, has not left my side in over 65 years.
Unfortunately, the prisons has rules, and Ozzy here has never lost an item in the decade that he has served Revel's End.
I turn to everyone else and I say, please, gentlemen, this is the Council of Absolution. We have nothing to worry about. We should all feel very safe about leaving our weapons here. The Council of Absolution has done so much for us all. Just trying to be like, it's the Council of Absolution. Don't know what it is, but sounds powerful. Don't worry about your weapons.
Well,
Let them.
hearing it from Counselor Norixius' lowly vassal, I suppose it should be okay.
Okay. So tell me if you're not leaving any items and what we'll need to do to keep them.
Like, can I try and play off my laser rifle as a
I'm
crutch?
playing off my laser rifle. I'll give them a Lightbringer reluctantly.
Give me I need a deception check. Because I think I described it as it looks like a metal crossbow.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna try and do a deception check.
I'm not gonna help you this time, so you don't have advantage.
All right. Normal. Here we go.
I can't try and do guidance.
Oh.
I can't try and do guidance on myself in the background, can I?
No, it would be obvious. By the way, the spectator is... One eyeball is basically on each of you. Like, it's watching you like a hawk. And the... So you pass and you kind of play it off as if it's maybe not a weapon, Andrew, but Joey is using it as a walking stick and it's clearly too short for that. So the guard says, "Your crossbows." Those are fine craftsmanship. I've never seen one like this.
These are not crossbows. These are sacred objects. These were created in worship to the Lathander.
The spectator will bark, "The crossbows. They will not be lost, but they remain here."
These are not crossbows.
These are not crossbows. But they do have a capability of wounding the unwary, so we can leave them here. But you must guard them. They are sacred.
Not one item has gone out of my sight. And the eyeballs freak out, move all over the place.
So you say, we have to take that on trust. But the Lathander will punish the unholy who loses his items.
I hand it over.
Okay. Anybody keeping any item other than the crossbows or the laser rifles?
But we're keeping our other junk, just not our weapons, right?
Right. I just forgot to move.
Can I hold on to my shield?
Mm.
Shield is a weapon.
Yeah.
Is a shovel a weapon?
No.
Is mayonnaise an
Fine.
instrument?
Nope.
Are chunks of Chardolin a weapon?
The ones you made into Dark Faisal are.
That is, yeah. Listen, they're not. I mean,
I'm
they're not
kidding.
stupid, so if they see something that looks like a weapon, they have to take it. It's their job.
Yeah, I've handed over Faisal and Chardolin Stabby.
Okay. And
Shut
Luke
up, Abby.
hands over his spear and laser rifle as well. And will recite his name, and the creature will say, Luke. And then we'll take all your weapons.
Your father.
We'll take all your weapons and catalog them and place them in the next few moments. So the guard will continue the tour, taking you out of this chamber. Come, my lord, follow me.
We've taken all our weapons.
May I request to keep my shield?
You cannot. You cannot.
Okay.
Armor is allowed, but that's it. Follow me this way, down south. This door right here. I'll open it up. Down this way. The door is here.
Where?
Oh, I've got to give them my shield as well. I forgot I even had a
This
shield.
door.
All right. And he takes you down, and you see there's a couple of different doors here on the left. This is a kitchen. You can see that there are 6 cooks that are taking shifts here. They're producing meals, presumably for prisoners and the guards and stuff like that. And there are side rooms here that look like little small bedrooms or small apartments that there are some people occupying. You pass through this kitchen area, and down here there's a door. He'll open that door.
And I will turn to the guard and say, who is staying in these rooms?
Those are the chefs. They live here on site, obviously, and they prepare all the meals for the prisoners and the guards. Come.
Is their cuisine good?
Better than most prisons, but
Lord
not
Norixius
really.
requires the most highest of class foods.
The finest wines known to
Finest.
humanity.
now we can see what we can do. And here are your rooms, and he heads down this corridor here. So there are a whole bunch of dormitories here. They're small little apartments that you can stay in. You can have the first 2 on the right-hand side. Actually, you can get 3. Yeah, take 3. If you'd like.
I go into one of them and I say, I claim this one! This one's mine.
I'll go gather the warden, and I'm sure that she'll have a lot to say to you.
Yes, we should all
Make
meet
haste.
in Lord Norixius's chambers.
Yes, thank you.
All right, so
All
the
right.
guards leave and leave you to your rooms. When you get settled in and put your bags down and your gear down, or whatever you want to leave in the room, I don't know what you want to leave there, but
I don't
Where's
even
everyone?
put my
Oh,
bag down. I talk to the party, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh my god, that was so easy. I was really worried it was going to be a lot harder to get in here. Okay, now we
Oh.
have to figure out what the
Yo.
F the Council of Absolution is, and
What is my
What
name
they're
again?
doing here.
I say to like, everyone,
your name is Lord
Lord
Norixius.
Norixius.
Lord Norixius.
Everybody calm down.
Write it down if you need to.
This will
Roga-
be fine.
Hold, who the fuck is Lord Norixius?
What the hell is the Council
Anyone
of
know?
Absolution?
Lord Norixius.
Where are we from, okay? Are we
There-
from Waterdeep?
This is already getting out of hand. Let's
know
go.
We need to get out of here. This
I
is
know
a
the other guys are
terrible
from-
situation.
The other guys are from Baldur's Gate,
Well, they're talking
Neverwinter.
nonsense.
so that means we must be from, like, Waterdeep, or, what's the other one? The other place. I can't remember the name of it.
they said Neverwinter and Baldur's Gate.
Neither went to Baldur's Gate, so we're probably from Waterdeep.
We might be from Waterdeep, but we might be from the other one, where the gnomes are from.
So you're talking about this, and you're kind of whispering. So I'm not gonna. You're not like in risk of anyone hearing this. You're in your room, but the door. You hear a knock at your door.
Like, where I'm freaking out. I'm like, what?
Lantern. We might be the Lantanese people. I don't know. They think you're a dragonborn though. Where would a dragonborn be? Just a minute.
I want to cast thaumaturgy.
I thought we couldn't cast spells.
Well, this is what I want to try out to make the sound of a raven.
You make the sound of a raven. Okay, it works. Thaumaturgy
works.
goes off. It works.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So apparently
Power.
Just a minute. Hold on. We're all naked. We just have to put our clothes on. Hold on.
I open the door.
I'm not naked.
Ah!
The door opens, and leaning up against the door frame is a large man. He's probably about like 6'2" or 3, and he looks up to Rogal, because you're pretty tall, right, Rogal?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he looks up.
I'm like hunched over, but yeah.
Sure, yeah. And you see, so this man is like I said, tall man, kind of a little bit heavy set, but he's, you know, dad bod. And he looks to you and he says, Lord Norixius, it's about time we've met. Vas Anderton, and he puts out his large hand towards yours.
I go to shake his hand, and I'm like, apologies, my voice is has suffered from the cold.
Yes, I've heard, and you caught pneumonia a few winters back. You haven't really recovered from it.
Yes. It's been very, very bad.
He says, well, you're much taller than I thought that you would be.
I'm still pretty lanky, I think. Like, as a dragonborn.
Well, again, you don't know how tall Lord Norixius actually is.
Yeah.
So he's just like, you're taller than I thought you would have been.
And so are you. I say it like, as a sort of like, you know, playful banter.
Yes, it's an honor to finally meet you. I can't believe it's been this long. How's the Duchess?
Doing great.
Yes. And how's her foot?
You know, not so great, but but you know.
Yes, the gangrene can set in pretty quickly.
Yeah. I say,
I interject.
really
The smell is most off-putting.
Yes.
There'll be plenty of time to catch up on what's going on with the Duchess and her foot.
Excuse me. He points out to both of you, and he says, Norixius and I are speaking. Can you control your counselors?
My apologies. And
yes.
I like sort of like smack the two. I smack like Elias and Edmund like on the shoulder, like the back of my hand. Like
I just shake my head. They're new.
Well,
apologies.
He says, I hope her foot gets better for the wedding. Do we have a date set?
Unfortunately, not yet. There have been some internal complications.
Oh, do tell. Oh, maybe we shouldn't speak in front of them. We'll talk later about it. We'll talk later.
Yes. That would be. I would enjoy that. It'd be good to vent.
Edmund like goes to grab his weapon, but it's not there, and he's like, "Damn it!"
He says, "Seems like Daggerford and Neverwinter see to their commitments. Baldur's Gate sent a proxy."
Of course.
You know, Jill Torbo was supposed to be here.
I did not. That's wonderful news.
Well, she's not. Her proxy was sent.
That's not so wonderful.
It just really shows how Ravengard's word means nothing. This is serious business. These political prisoners have rights, and their fate is in our hands.
I see the sort of like righteousness in his heart, and I'm like, actually, can I take an insight check to see if he like really believes this?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah.
He doesn't. He's an aristocrat.
That's true. All right, I'm 8, so I guess I really can't tell.
What'd you get, Nate?
Yeah, an 8.
I mean, he seems to be genuine, but you know, who knows? Politicians, like Andrew said.
No, of course. Truly, the aristocracy does not care about these political prisoners.
Yes. Well, I hope that we can at least take this seriously. I know that you and I share that quest for justice, and these people should have a fair say in their parole.
Of course.
Yes.
As should all citizens of
course.
the realm.
Yes. Well, good talking with you. And he slaps you on the shoulder, and he says,
Ow.
"We'll be in touch soon. I'm sure we'll meet tonight to go over all of the paperwork.
Of course. Tonight. Paperwork. I'll see you then.
Excellent. All right. Godspeed. And he leaves and heads out of the hall.
I turn around and I'm like, oh my god, guys, we're so screwed. We need
So
to
clearly
get out.
we are from Daggerford.
Yes.
Daggerford.
We are from Daggerford. That is good to know. And
Also, when he was talking about the prisoners having rights, maybe it would have been good to be like, yes, let's go see some of these prisoners.
We must wait for the warden.
we should wait for the warden.
She will know what to do.
Wait for the warden, you shall. You hear a voice come from down the hall, and you see a woman. You see a woman wearing a red robe with gold trim, and she has a ring with 7 tiny keys that hang from one of her pockets. You can see that she is the warden. She is clearly wearing that sort of regalia, and she walks over to you all and says, Warden Matthanis, and she shakes each of your hands.
I lean in for like a kiss on the hand as well. I'm like, pleasure to meet you. I say in like a raspier Rogal voice.
Lord Norixius, no need for those pleasantries here. We have business.
Of course.
But I'm sure you'll want a tour. This is your first time here at Revel's End, and I'd be obliged to give it to you.
Well, shall we begin? Would it be okay if my companions came along with us?
Perhaps that would be okay.
I am quite ill, and I need assistance.
Oh dear, and you kissed my hand?
Ow, I didn't realize we knew germ theory in Icewind Hell.
I'm just kidding. That was more of a that was more of a
Do not worry.
COVID reference, so
It's pre-COVID when
this is well
people were more
before.
disgusted
Well
than
before.
they are now.
Yeah.
COVID hasn't quite gotten to the Forgotten Realms.
No, not yet. So follow her. She's gonna show you around. I'm just gonna move some of the veterans here. We'll keep. Oh yeah, you see the veterans. They seem to be posted in the hallway. All right, move yourselves around. I'm actually gonna probably just. I want to see the best way to do this. I might just move you around, and I'll point where you are. Okay. So we're gonna head back the same way you came. I'm just gonna move your tokens to the kind of like the top of the map altogether. Okay. Don't move your tokens. Okay. I'll move them. All right. Okay, so I placed you towards the top. Yeah, that's it. Right here. All right? So you're all right in this area.
So this is the warden?
Yep, that's the warden. Do you see her name, by the way, or no?
Nope.
No.
Okay, well, I'm going to take off her name because it's a really long name. It's Warden Matthanis, and it's all one line, and it's killing me. All right, so that's the warden. She will take you down to the south hallway that you saw before, and as you go through, you can sense that your magical abilities no longer work here. If you have any magical items or anything like that, you can feel the disconnect from it. You've entered into the anti-magic field.
Well, I don't have any magical items, Bob. Just
That's okay.
Throwing that out there.
Okay. She'll... Yeah. Just a hint.
7.
Just a hint. You may need some. So you head into this area here, and this is the prison cell block. You can see that there are a whole bunch of different prison cells here, and they're all pretty much filled with prisoners. There's no tokens for everybody, but there not have tokens for everybody, but there are prisoners in most of these cells.
Well, it's like a panopticon where the guards can see everyone.
That's exactly what it is.
Was the warden's token chosen at random?
The tokens are always like just some random art. I feel like it doesn't ever match their person. Sometimes it's a completely random. Yeah, she doesn't look like this token.
So she doesn't look like this demonic creature with a giant ball of energy coming out.
That is correct. That's the standard mage token.
Okay.
So yeah, I know it's like a tiefling with a Eldritch Blast ready to go or something.
All right.
So, what we do? We walk around this patrol area.
Yeah, you can take a look and you can move around. The center area, she'll open it up for you.
How many prisoners per cell does it appear to be? It's one prisoner per cell.
One prisoner per cell. She'll open up these for you, these doors. She says a command word, and they open. She also says lights, and the lights get increasingly brighter. There is a continual flame spell on all of the sconces in this room.
What, the room in the middle?
Everywhere, actually. In fact, when she says light, all the lights get a bit brighter.
So...
Should we be able to move ourselves? Are we just moving around?
Yeah, I opened it for you. She's kind of letting you roam in here, and you can see there are a whole bunch of different guards here. They're manning different pieces of the surveillance hub. There's a console that you can see that some of them... It resembles a small desk with a slanted top. There's what seems to be a 24-switch control on the console. And as guards do that, it opens up things like the door you came into from the beginning. I forget the main gate. It probably would open the prison cells. You can see that there's also a loudspeaker. These are all things that seem to be working with magic.
Right.
So these seem to be working, but your magic and everything else in this area, you feel the disconnect to it.
I turn to the warden and I say, Warden, I've heard this prison has a very powerful anti-magic field.
Of course, many of
the case for you.
Of course, there's no magic to be cast in this area. That would be foolish. Many of our prisoners are powerful magic users themselves. We have to be able to contain them.
Does my magic work?
It does not.
Even though it comes from my god.
Right.
How is it that magic is being cast inside this room?
Magic is not being cast inside this room.
Okay.
No. These are permanent features. They do not suffer the effects of the anti-magic field.
I see.
Similar to that of a construct or something like that.
Magic cast on them is such that the spell on it isn't a magical effect.
Correct. Permanent magical like a golem or a construct, for example. That is, it's not just like you cast a spell on it and poof, it came to life. It's like that was created and it's no longer giving off a magical effect.
Got it. Based on that knowledge, would I think Muffin would have been able to enter this area?
Probably.
Okay.
Although you couldn't cast the spell in here.
I couldn't summon Muffin in here, but an already summoned Muffin would have been able to come in.
Would probably be able to come in. Mm-hmm.
Got it.
I say, Lord Norixius, there was that one prisoner we wished to speak to here. Is it? And I perhaps even motion to the warden.
The warden.
Perhaps if we spoke with any of the prisoners here.
And I'm going to say, it is imperative we speak with prisoner 237 alone as soon as possible.
Only if Lord Norixius wishes, of course.
And I do wish it.
Imperative, Martha.
The warden looks at all of you rather suspiciously. You can see the look on her face. She says to you, Rogal, she says to you, Lord Norixius, you know that as part of the Absolution Council that you must speak with all the prisoners on parole, right?
Yes, of course. But I have a special interest in this one prisoner.
Why is that? Why is that?
It was brought to my attention that their crimes were particularly heinous.
Interesting. Well, of course, you may speak with the prisoner. We will take you out into an area right now if you wish. Otherwise, you can rest and speak with them before the Absolution Council meets tomorrow morning.
Thank you. You are very kind.
I believe now is the best time.
And we can rest later.
As you wish.
We do not want to keep harping on, but we would like to speak to the prisoner now.
As you wish. Of course, Lord Norixius is the only one allowed to speak.
Yes. Of course.
Awesome.
Come this way. And she'll actually have the guards go out and fetch prisoner 237. She says to you, since we are gathering the prisoners now for you, would you also like to speak with prisoner 193, 211, 220, 237, 260, and 266?
He will not need to speak to those at this time.
Unfortunately, my voice truly only has so much energy today. Perhaps one prisoner at the moment, if that would be okay.
Of course.
I am quite tired.
Of course.
However, a subject of mine really did want me to talk to this person, and I believe I owe it to them.
Of course. And when you feel up to it, the rest of them will be waiting for you.
Thank you. Thank you. You are most kind.
All right. So she's going to bring to you prisoner 237. I'm going to bring the token over here. The guards enter through this door. And you see the prisoner that you had been expecting. He does kind of, I guess, fit the description that Velen would have given you. But he does have well, I guess he might have like a beard at this point. The picture doesn't show it, but maybe they could shave. No, they could shave. But you can see him. I'll show you the artwork for Valish Gant. Why would it come up, right? Why would it? No.
Classic tabletop.
Yeah.
Could I scratch on a piece of paper while they were receiving this prisoner and show Elias? You might want to write down a list of questions for this guy.
That would look kind of suspicious, no?
Yeah, it probably would.
So this is Valish Gant. He's got these long mutton chop sideburns. He's probably in his mid-40s, and he wouldn't be wearing this. He'd be wearing, like, prison outfit. Oh, by the way, the temperature in Revel's End is 67 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's too hot. I'm sweating.
Yeah, so you would have taken off your cold weather clothing before coming out of your rooms.
Yes. Yeah.
It's the warmest you felt in, like, forever, so...
Okay.
So you see the guards bring this man in, and she motions to them to head up the stairwell in the center of the control room. She'll come up there with you and lead you up into a private room. The guards enter the room with you.
I go in. I actually ask if it may be okay for one of my companions to speak for me. My voice truly is hurting. Or speak with me.
I guess that would be fair to have a proxy speak. You, there. The warden will go point to Elias. Why don't you head up?
Thank you. Again, you have been most kind.
I go up.
You go up. Perfect. You go up to the top of so you're in the middle of this tower, and the guards show you to the room where Joey's in. It's like an interrogation room, it looks like. There's a small table, but there are 5 or 6 chairs seated facing the table. The prisoner is shackled and attached to the table, and the two of you can sit down opposite him.
And the guards are in this room?
The guards are in the room, and they stand at the door at attention. There's two of them.
Yeah. Is it possible to like whisper quietly enough so that the guards don't hear me?
I guess so, yeah. I mean, it's not a big room. It's like a 30-foot room, but it's, you know, you could probably speak low. The guards, who knows what they're listening for?
Yeah, I sort of like, you know, mutter in Elias's ear, like, what questions should we ask?
Come, Lord Norixius, let us go talk to this prisoner.
All right. Yes.
As you promised. We'll go right up close to him, like 3 feet away.
Like,
sure.
like, yeah, like we're standing on each, like together on one side. He's like Elias is standing in front of me. I'm standing over his shoulder. I whisper into Elias's ear. What information? Ask him for the information that we need.
Prisoner. What do you know of the never-ending winter here?
The man finally looks up towards you. He kind of gives you he doesn't really care about what you're saying. Gives you a half awkward kind of side-eye glare, and he says, "What are you talking about?"
The never-ending winter.
Yes, I'm aware.
We heard you were a prisoner who has a certain interest in the lost city of Different.
His eyes widen.
As a true scholar of Different.
His eyes widen. He looks to the guards. And he looks back at you and he says, "Are you Arcane Brotherhood?"
No.
Good. Because I'll never forgive them. But I'm not telling you anything. Just like I haven't told the other.
Well,
we're trying to get to the lost city of Different.
we are also trying
There is
to justice.
He laughs.
There's a gate of the Millifar Gate or some entranceway, I believe.
When you say the lost city and you're trying to get in, he laughs. He cackles even. He laughs. He throws his head back. Oh, this is sweet. This is sweet. You'll never find the entrance. Never. I'll never give up that information. Unless you get me out of here.
Would you like to accompany us to the lost city? Have you been there?
I've never been there. But I know where it is. But we'll never find it. We'll never find it. We'll never be able to get in, I should say.
Why are you so sure? We have achieved many things.
I've devoted my life to studying the lost city of Yithrin, sorry. He says, I know how to get there. Where it is. But you need powerful magic to break in.
We have been to the lost spire of Nephril. Have you ever been to that place?
I have not. But it's just a spire. The city contains all the secrets.
Yes, there was nothing of interest in the spire.
As I've said, I could show you where it is, but you'll never get in.
I do not like your doubt. What crime? How did you end up here?
Never mind that. What do you...
No.
How do you plan to get in?
Quite steely.
How do you plan to get into the lost city?
We
Are
are
you going to punch through the ragged... Are you going to punch through the ragged glacier?
Perhaps. I say like insecurely.
We heard there was a... What is it? The Millifar Gate or something we had to go through?
You're looking for a device called the Mythalar. When you say that...
The Mythalar.
Yeah, he'll tell you. A Mythalar isn't the gate. It's a power source.
Apparently the Mythalar can get through the ragged glacier.
You have to get to the Mythalar to activate it. You'll never get through. You need powerful magic, more powerful than, well, there's only one way that I've heard to get in, but it's not real. Unless... Oh, you know of it. That's why you're here. The island. You know where it is.
The island.
You know where it is, don't you?
The Isle of the Snowflake, we do indeed.
Okay.
The Frostmaiden herself.
Yes, then get me out of here and I will show you.
First off,
you should come with us.
What crimes did you commit? And then we can help you get out of here.
My crimes are nothing, insignificant compared to what you'll find in the Lost City.
That's fine, but we need details in order to convince the guards. In order to convince that your parole should be granted.
Do you understand who the Netherese are?
Wait. Hold on. We are getting bogged down in details. We need information from you in order to help you escape.
If I didn't tell that other arcane
I say
wizard,
that really quietly.
if I didn't tell that other arcane wizard, why would I tell you?
What wizard spoke to you? How did he speak to you in here?
We're going to cut to CJ and Julius down in the control center. One of the northern door opens, and you see a familiar face. You see an albino tiefling walk in.
I am not happy.
You see Avarice enter. She's dressed in a clothing fit for nobility. She is not carrying her staff or is not accompanied by her gargoyles. She waltzes in and she says to the warden, "I'm here to speak to the prisoner again." "Oh, we have company."
And as soon as I see her, I say, "Ah, you must be Jill Torben's Proxy from Baldur's Gate or Neverwinter, whichever.
Of course.
Gate, I believe.
Of course. Alice, pleased to meet you. And she shakes your hand, CJ, and she actually kisses it.
And I
How
shake
does that-
her hand and I say,
How
Edmund
does that kiss make you
Brycene.
feel?
What did Julius call me?
Edward Bryceman.
No, vassal to Lord
Lowly.
lowly vassal to
vassal.
Lord Norixius. And I look at her, I stare daggers into her eyes as I say that.
She's smiling ear to ear when she sees you.
And I am smiling and gritting my teeth the whole time. Don't screw this up for us, then we won't screw this up for you.
She shakes your hand as well, Julius. Alice, it's a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is all mine.
Well, I'm here to see the prisoner. I don't mind the company if they want to come with.
The prisoner is already being spoken to. Lord Norixius has taken the prisoner up to interview him himself.
Ah, yes. He is a dragonborn. Yes.
Yes,
Yes, he is, quite.
he is quite the dragonborn.
Well, Warden,
I
how
did
much
not
time
think
does he have
Jill
left?
Would be sending a tiefling in her stead, but here we stand.
Well, of course, the proxy paperwork was all filled out, signed by Thalamra Van Thamper herself.
Was it really signed by that person?
Of course. How do you think a proxy would be made official here?
Why else would it? How else could it have been done?
Exactly.
Not through the proper channels.
I was curious just because that name sounds very familiar. From
Well,
a different campaign.
you remember, right, Stefano? Or
Of course I do.
yeah, of course you. Yeah, of course you do. Yeah. Well,
So I would say, Alice,
Yes.
it is so kind of you to allow us to accompany you for the interrogation.
Interview.
Yes, it is an interview, the warden interrupts. Luke sits in the corner, very confused, and he just puts his head down, head in his hands, and he starts to like kind of just sulk to himself.
What did I get myself into?
Mhm.
How did I get here?
Well, as soon as Lord Norixius is done, I would be happy to speak with the prisoner. And the warden says, "This is the third time you'll be speaking with prisoner 237. Is there something that I was not informed of? Some new revelation in his casework?"
And I look at Alice and I say, well, Lord Norixius has heard many tales. You know, with all of the lords being so distant from each other, they get the information at different times. It's important that they are all on the same page. You know, it's very important, the business that the Council of Absolution does. We cannot tread lightly with our
Yes, Avarice
information.
Avarice jumps in and says, "Yes, absolutely. It is very challenging to have the up-to-date information." Good call. What was your name again? Edward?
Edmund Brycine.
Oh, yes. Okay. Well, I can wait. And she says, would anyone care to get food in the mess hall?
Yes, I think I would love to go and get some food with you, Alice. I would. You are just so ravishing, I just can't take my eyes off of you.
And you as well, Julian?
It's Julius.
Oh, I apologize. I won't forget it again.
I'll stay here.
Okay. All right, so they're going to go to the mess hall. Back to Joey and Andrew. The guards say that you have 5 minutes remaining.
Look, we really need to know the sequence, the series of your case. How are we to escape? Do you expect us to punch us, to punch you out of this prison?
Don't you have access to my files?
We do.
This is like in My Cousin Vinny. It's like in My Cousin Vinny when Marissa Tomei's like, he has to give you the files. It would be a mistrial.
It's called discovery. They have to give you everything that they know.
Oh, yeah.
I want to go back. So you have been interrogated by the Arcane Brotherhood while you're here?
Mm-hmm.
Recently?
Yes, as early as this morning.
Do you know the name of the member?
Her name is Alice, or something like that. I've never heard of her before. And I would know. I know many of the people in the Arcane Brotherhood. In fact, I was once a member of the Arcane Brotherhood until they excommunicated me.
You must not tell them anything. They will betray you.
Oh, I know.
They betray everyone.
I wouldn't trust any Arcane Brotherhood member.
I put my hand on his shoulder and I say, "Please, if you want our help, tell us what information do we need to get you out of here."
Give us a piece of information.
Who are you
to
working
show that you
for?
are true.
Who are you working for?
We are working for justice.
We're working for the people of the 10 towns.
There's no way that you only just happened to hear about Yithrin.
We're genuinely serious.
Give me a deception check.
Wait, did we hear?
Yeah.
The only way we know this is through
The Arcane
Velen.
Brotherhood.
Velen.
Oh, yeah.
Velen
It's
told
the
us.
Arcane Brotherhood.
Oh, okay. All right, so deception check.
Mm-hmm. Call out
All
your
right.
number.
Here we go. Hey, 23.
23. Okay. He says, well, I don't know who you're working for, but I still can't believe that you just came here of your own will. Someone powerful told you about this. What do you need to know?
We need to know the secrets to get into Lithrun. Once
I
we
tell
have
you,
the purple
I
artifact.
tell you the location, and you leave me here, and you leave me here. You need me.
No,
Get me out,
of course.
and I'll show you where to go.
But do you have any other information we might need other
How
than
did
the
you
location?
get here? How did you end up here?
We can read his files later, Regal. Let him tell us some information first.
I look over to the guards to see if they hear.
I mean, you're whispering, of course, but the guards, I mean, they're kind of just like, their job is to just make sure nothing happens to this
They're
guy.
bored.
Nothing happens to this guy, yeah. And Valish will say to you, well, you're not getting into Ythrun without that book, if it exists. But if you say it exists, I'm more than happy to accompany you.
Is that Wizard in the Willows? Wizard in the Hollows?
He's talking about, referring to the Codicil of Light, the one that Velen told you about.
Oh, I didn't know that down very well.
I ask him, like, how can we get you out of here?
Break me out.
This is a fortified super prison. I
You're
think the
heroes.
easiest way.
You're
would
heroes,
be-
aren't you?
Counselor Nefexis, you
What?
can merely give him parole.
Mm.
You are the counselor after all.
You're the counselor from Daggerford. If you're the counselor of Daggerford, then I'm the Duchess.
How's your foot?
Yes. How's your foot?
He says, I don't know about you, but all white dragonborns don't look alike.
No, we don't. But I am Counselor Nefrefris. We will get your parole, but we need details.
I have given you as much as I can. I will be worthless if I tell you more.
But not about your crimes.
We'll read his file.
Is there anything that would not be in your file? Alright.
He doesn't even respond. Time is up, the guards say.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
If I say thank you, what was his name again?
237. Although you know his name is Valish Gant.
Thank you, Baelish. It has been a pleasure to meet you.
The guards will escort you and him back down. And Julius, you see them come down the stairwell. What do you do?
I walk up to them and I bow to Counselor Norixius.
I do like a sort of like nod. And I
Sir,
say, you know,
did you get the information you need?
I do my classic signature Rogal Gumble.
And I know that to be no. I say, the Proxy is here.
The Proxy.
Yes, you may remember her, Alice, the tiefling.
He goes right over Rogal's head. He's like, "Oh,
Rogal's or Joey's? Because
Warden,
again,
no." I mean, Joey understood. Joey, for
And
once.
then I kind of move my eyes to Elias and I say, "You remember Alice, right?"
a particular friend of Edmund, if I recall.
Oh, I like say.
The two of them are in the mess hall, if you're interested.
Warden Martha, how do you know this Proxy is? Who they say they are?
The Proxy?
Mm-hmm.
She had documentation signed by the Lamra Van Thamper, as well as Jill Torbo. In fact, both signatures were confirmed to match, and the seal of Baldur's Gate.
Oh, well,
I
that will
find
do
this
it.
unlikely.
We do not take proxies lightly. It is only in dire circumstances. Jill Torbo was unable to attend for medical reasons.
Jill. I hope she's doing well.
It's her foot again.
There you go.
So, you, Julius, Rogal, and Elias are going to head to the mess hall, correct?
I believe so.
Okay. Andrew, Elias, the warden is going to ask to speak to you for a moment in her quarters.
I will go to the quarters.
Okay. Rogal and Julius, do you head to the mess hall?
Yeah.
Okay.
I bet the
All right.
warden's a harper.
Julius and Rogal, you head to the mess hall and you see there are only 2 people eating, lots of chefs cooking, and CJ, Edmund, and Alice
We're just yo
laughing it up, holding hands.
I do want to say, you
But
said
it's like
CJ, Edmund, and Alice.
Yeah.
It made it sound like there were 3
Oh my
people.
God, CJ is there?
I'm literally there.
What do you want to do?
I'm watching my character do.
Edmund, actually, I should give you a moment. Do you want to say anything in private to her? Before the rest of the group comes?
Oh my god, I have so many things.
Go ahead.
So Alice, I see you've found your way here for prisoner 237.
As have you.
As have we.
Where's
you
Velen right now? Is that
been
old
able-
hag waiting outside on the boat?
Have you been able to get any information from the prisoner?
Oh,
Is he,
dear.
is he quite
if
talkative?
you know me. If I had information about the prisoner, I wouldn't be here right now.
No, so he is quite a tough nut to crack, I see.
Yes, but I have a way to get him out of here.
The Council of Absolution, I assume.
Well, that was my first play, but then I wasn't sure how that would pan out. You don't really get parole when you go on a psychotic rampage in Bryn Shander and kill innocent civilians.
Psychotic rampage in Bryn Shander, you say?
Oh yes, Duvesa has had him committed here.
Quite interesting that he was committed from somewhere so close by when this is the prison for the Lord's Alliance.
Yes, well, many years ago, it was much easier to get to Icewind Dale, and of course he's a criminal of the state, so they sent him here. He was acting
Yes.
he was acting on his own accord, looking for the lost city. The Arcane Brotherhood did not back him up here.
Ah,
Of course, I was just a lowly member then.
yes, must have been just after you left me.
No, I was still with you.
So interesting. Well, you say one thing, I say another. Whatever. That's neither here nor there. So, what is your new plan? If
Well, he wants
Council
to
of Absolution is not your plan,
he
'cause
wants to
perhaps-
escape, right?
I must. Yes, he must want to escape.
Well, I have a way to get him out of here.
And what is that way? Perhaps Lord Norixius can help you on the council and make this exchange a bit easier.
It's possible. But I may need your help for finding the book.
My help specifically, or
Well,
I and the Three Musketeers?
we
And
could make some
Julius.
arrangement if you want. Look, I know Velen is after the Codicil of White. I know that you're probably looking for the Island of Solstice.
Island of Solstice, you say?
Yes,
Never
know you
heard of
are.
it.
I know you are. You wouldn't. You, in fact, I know this
Never heard of it by that name, at least.
I know this for a fact. Once I realized that Nas Lantimir was not on the Dark Duchess, I know that she had found a way to get there, and I know that Velen knows the way.
No, don't
Which means
worry.
you know the
Velen
way.
does not know the way.
Well, it seems like you do. You're here with her, I'm sure.
We know someone who does know the way, but...
Who's that?
Oh, I cannot tell you everything I know, just as you will not tell me everything that you know.
Well.
And this is iocane powder.
That's fine. We can have our secrets. We always did.
Yes, apparently.
I'm willing to call a truce. You and your ragged band of heroes help me, and I will help you. We'll free the prisoner. You'll tell me how to get the codicil, and we'll have a good old-fashioned team up to get into the Lost City.
What is it that you and the Arcane Brotherhood is looking to get out of this city? Velen has been quite cryptic in what it is that she is looking for. Perhaps you would be more blunt with me.
Well, she, of course, lusts for power, unlike I do.
Oh, of course, that's not why you joined the Arcane Brotherhood at all.
Of course not. Oh, look, there are your friends now. And Julius and Rogal come in. Lord Norixius, she bows. She curtsies.
Yes, Lord Norixius is here.
I'm just like, meh.
You ignore her?
Yeah, I ignore her.
And I say, Julius will be quite upset with you after what happened on the Dark Duchess.
You say that to her?
Oh, I say that to her.
As you approach.
Got it.
I had to be sure that Nas wasn't on the boat. What's wrong with that?
That is why you sent us there, to encounter that dragon. Did you know the dragon was there?
I mean, I knew that Arveaturus frequented the boat. I didn't know she would be there when you arrived.
I doubt that.
It is fortunate that we had known Arveaturus from an encounter previously, and that we were able to become good friends with her.
Well, then it all worked out.
I like get very angry, and like I grab her by like the collar, and I'm like snarling like teeth, like in her face. But like I keep my cool. I let her go.
I try and interject, and I say, Lord Norixius, please, not to the Proxy. We are all members of the Council of Absolution. These kinds of aggressive behaviors are not becoming of one so noble as yourself.
Is it not our goal to get justice for some of these prisoners?
Yes, for all of them. Especially 260 and 266.
Troubling.
Are you, she looks to
they're even
Rogal.
here.
She looks to Rogal and she cuts Julius off and says, are you willing to vote to give this man parole?
I am.
Well, then I will as well, which would mean that our 2 votes would overrule anything, what's his name? Anderton would say about it.
What were his crimes?
Oh, the man who went on a psychotic rampage through Bryn Shander? That gentleman?
Wait, that's what he did? He went through a psychotic rampage?
Yes,
Yep.
Rogal. Didn't you read his file? I've been sitting here reading it. I mean, yes, Lord Norixius. I mean, Lord Norixius. You read the file, obviously.
I just kind of start reading his file.
Yeah, she doesn't have it there.
Oh, okay.
But she'll confirm it.
Wait, how many people did he kill?
He killed like He killed like a dozen people.
But it was mostly children, so it's not that big of a deal.
Killed children? Like, I'm like shocked by this.
So
He
they were
actually
only
didn't-
like half people. They didn't.
He didn't kill children, but he did kill like 12 people.
I'm not sure I can do this anymore.
Oh, this is great. Joey's gonna, or Rogal's gonna take the moral high ground.
Wait, how old were these people? Were they children? Were they actually children?
No, they were not children.
No, you
Why did they go on a
buffoon.
rampage?
But we need to free him.
He is the only one who has the information that we need to end the endless winter.
If you want,
To make
I
the
will.
endless winter an ended winter.
If you want, I will kill him once we find the city.
This is not justice.
Excuse me? Are you're coming with us now?
Yes, Edmund and I worked out an agreement.
We did not make the agreement.
She puts her hand on top of your hand on the table as well when she says that.
I
I
take it away. I take it away slowly, and I like clean it off.
She says,
Look.
Edmund speaks for the group, I believe, correct? He is the leader?
I am the leader.
You know what, Alice?
I am.
Maybe it won't be a terrible idea to have you come with us. Because once we arrive, I'm looking forward to thanking you personally for all of the mentoring you have done for my friend.
Oh, and she starts to sink in. Nas, that's right. You're her buddy, right? Well, it seems like Nas has gone about this a totally different route.
Is there a
She's
word missing in front of buddy?
what's that?
Was there a word missing in front of buddy?
I don't know.
Best.
Best buddy. Thank
Yeah.
you. Oh, that's right. Yes. Well, we'll vote tomorrow, and if your friend, Lord Norixius, holds up your end of the bargain, we can all sail off together in your ship to the island of Solstice and find that codicil. We can work as a team, and then we'll kill Valish Gant once we get to the city of Yithrin.
I will not kill a freed man. And you will not either.
Even if he murdered dozens of children?
I lean to Julius and I go,
Look,
I'll kill him.
none of you will kill him. Or I will kill you. Like
I lean in. I lean into Edmund and I say, "But she's mine."
I say,
I fist bump
once I free
Julius.
this man, Lathander will give him his blessing of redemption. All men deserve redemption.
Good call.
So then we're in agreement. She sticks out her hand towards yours.
I say, you will not kill this man, correct?
Of course not. If that's what you want. I just thought that's what you wanted.
And I look at Edmund and I say, I swear to God, I'll keep him here if you kill him. I need your word, Edmund.
I have. If this is the will,
Edmund, I need your word.
the Three Musketeers will not kill this man.
Julius? You will not kill this man either, correct?
I care not about this man at all. In fact, I would like to ditch him as soon as possible. As soon as we get the
Then
information.
give me your word you will not kill him.
I will not
agree
kill
to it.
him, but I would like to ditch him.
That's fair. That's fine. Let him go his own path. Let him find redemption on his own.
And
But
once he guides you to the city.
Of course.
And as for you, I look at Avarice. Our paths may align, but I will never be in agreement with you. And I walk out.
Okay. So touchy, all of you.
Stop it with your smug attitude. And I slap her hand. I start walking away.
Okay. Edmund, she's gonna leave you as well. She'll blow you a kiss goodbye, and she'll head to the.
Blows me a kiss, gives me a wink, and then like kind of like flips her hair away.
Yeah.
Is there a place for me to have a smoke? I have since taken up smoking since.
I got you started on it.
Yeah. Now that I'm a Lathanderite too.
Yeah, there is actually. You can go out into one of the many courtyards.
Cool.
Sure. All right, Elias.
The courtyard that Elias is in. Just kidding.
Elias, you're in the private quarters of the warden now. And once she closes the door and locks it, she looks at you and she says, Elias, what are you doing here?
Martha. Hello.
It's been many
sent
years.
here.
It's been many years.
Yes, how is your dwarf friend?
We lost him in combat.
Oh, I'm sorry. I heard he was a great dwarf.
Yeah, his name.
Clearly, you didn't.
Great dwarf.
Clearly, you didn't hear much.
His name was Vlax.
Vlax.
Yeah.
Of course.
And
yeah,
go ahead.
I was sent here by Baldora, a human in the 10 Towns.
Yes, I know. She's been in Icewind Dale for the last year and a half or so. I didn't realize they had put you here too.
We have been sent here to end this never-ending winter which endangers the folk of the 10 Towns, and is an affront to the Holy Lathander. We have heard Prisoner 237 may have information to allow us to end this horrible winter.
We've interrogated him about why he did what he did in Bryn Shander, and he hasn't said a word.
We do not know either. All I was told by Baldora was that he would tell us how to get to a place where we can end the endless winter. I do not know how to make him give us this information. What is more, I must tell you that your proxy, Alice, must have used some nefarious means to get her signatures. She is a member of the Arcane Brotherhood.
Her eyes widen at that.
Here.
Her eyes widen when you say that. The Arcane Brotherhood have infiltrated Revel's End?
Alice, is a member of the Arcane Brotherhood, yes. They do not seem to be the cause of this never-ending winter, but they are here on a separate mission to try and gain in power through, I believe, knowledge of the artifacts which are causing the winter. But nonetheless, she is dangerous. You must be on your guard.
Well, if we vote at the Absolution Council, all her paperwork is in order. I don't know if I can personally do anything about it.
Just be aware. She may try to take prisoner 237.
We'll make sure there are guards with him at all times.
How can we get this information from him? Do you know any ways of he could be persuaded?
I don't, but I will say that your group can transport him back to Daggerford and eventually on to Luskan.
How dangerous is the prisoner? Would we be able to
He is dangerous. He's a
power?
murderer. He is a murderer, but I mean, there are 4 of you. I feel that you can subdue him.
He's
We'll
not too
shackle
powerful.
him. We'll shackle
not-
him. He will be bound. We can gag him. Whatever I can do to help.
Perhaps we could remove his thumbs or something.
My
Dear God.
gosh.
Stop him casting the magic. We will
Uh,
think about it. So you would be in acceptance of our plan to
Yes, and
Move
your
the
ship
prisoner.
can ferry him back to the south.
On reflection, we should not harm him. Perhaps he can find redemption in his act to aid us.
If it is the will, then we are in agreement.
Yes. It is good to see you again.
Yes, you
I have
too.
not seen any of my brotherhood for many weeks. Our brotherhood.
Stay strong, Elias. You are doing the work of good, the
For the
Harper's
good of
work.
all. For the good of all.
She'll let you head back to your friends now. And group, are we going to go to the Absolution Council?
Wait,
Are we gonna get a long
I wanna
rest
do
overnight?
two things. I want to examine the file, and then I want to ask it. I want to like go up to him and like specifically ask him like why he committed these acts.
So you want another interview with?
I do.
You
I
can
do
interview him
want-
at the council, right? Don't we have to
At the
interview
parole
all of them?
meeting, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Can we as a group meet? Like, can we have a long rest and meet as a group so that Elias's information can gel with our information?
Yeah, you guys can sleep, and in the morning is when.
But what if the real counselor comes? The real counselor.
Actually, I would think that is something we might discuss. Where is Norixius?
I still do want to actively meet up with him one more time if that's okay.
Yeah, that would be okay. You can meet, and this time you'd meet with all of them, so that it seems like it's part of the plan. You have to meet with them all beforehand. You have a pre-meeting, and then you have one final group meeting where you question them all. You'll have been briefed on this. The warden would tell you. So basically, you would review their files, interview each one personally, and then as a group, you would ask any final questions, and they would answer them as best as possible. And the group would decide. If one person abstains from voting, the warden will be the tie-breaking vote if necessary.
Okay. I do want to.
And this Absolution Council, it's a rotating council, so 3 cities, part of the Lord's Alliance, send members, and every happens once a year. And any prisoner who's up for their parole. In this case, there are 6 prisoners this year who are up for their parole, would be voted on by the council.
Okay.
No one can be sent if the person was from their city.
I see. But I will get a chance to interview him one-on-one. Before.
Yeah, you will. Yeah.
All right.
But you go through the whole gamut of every prisoner. So starting with 196.
Oh god.
Till you go through all of them.
Yeah, and I'm like, so.
Wait, is he doing that now or after our rest?
He has to do it before you sleep.
Got it.
Because it's in the morning is the regular.
I'm going over all these files and stuff, and I'm like.
So while he's doing that, can the 3 of us
coordinate? Yeah.
Coordinate? Right.
Yeah. We'll just do Rogal real quick. So Rogal, you see, so it's gonna be like just scene. I
lightning rounds.
Scene in Deadpool when they're like interviewing people and they come in. So seated in front of you is a man, a noble convicted of slave trading. He's served 6 years of a 10-year sentence. What do you say to this man?
I say, look, you really shouldn't have done this, and.
Oh, I know, and I will never do it again. I promise.
Insight check.
I do want to make an insight check.
You don't need to. You could tell he's lying through his teeth.
Look, I know you're lying right now, but you must understand that there are,
consequences.
All right, this guy's not important. Come on.
No, wait, no.
Consequences to your actions.
Hey, you guys aren't in this room. You guys aren't in this room. I say to him.
Yeah, but I got work tomorrow.
Okay.
No, it's okay.
I say to him, listen, I'm gonna let you go, but for real though, you gotta get your shit together, man.
Of course, Lord Norixius, of course, yes. You have the next person in front of you was a mage, not a mage, sorry, a cleric who was apparently raising the dead and all these famous rich noble people, and apparently was married to 6 of the corpses.
I'm like, okay, look, like the raising of the dead thing, I get it. It's probably noble intentions, but like polygamy, I can't forgive.
But I'm gonna let you go.
Necrophilia, okay. Polygamy, not so much.
But I'm gonna let you go. So don't do that again.
I'm like, yeah, don't do that again.
I mean, this guy. I mean, this guy's kind of gross, but like, was he really hurting anyone?
Yeah, like I don't know.
The families whose bodies he raised, yes. Anyway, you get
Why
more
did
of
you
these.
marry the corpse? Like, if you could bring back the dead, I feel like it would be pretty easy to find a girlfriend or a boyfriend, whatever you prefer.
Or even some form of animal. Yeah.
Man, like, I don't know.
A pet dog.
Flump. Who knows? Flump. Sure.
This continues
Go for
on. A leader of a thieves guild convicted of multiple murders, a spellcaster of using magic to influence politicians in Waterdeep, and it goes on and on until you get back to
like
prisoner.
almost every single one of them, I'm like, look, I'll let you go. Like, but like,
Don't do
for
it.
real,
Jack.
all of you really need to like learn how to.
Listen, you gotta promise me.
No, like, you gotta promise me. You gotta stop. Like, this is all bad. No, like,
Was the spellcaster a better man than the politicians were?
Well, that's a good question.
Yeah. I feel like that might be the guy. That's the guy we should let go.
Oh, dear
Who
God.
wouldn't? Yeah. Who wouldn't be tempted to cast spells to influence
am I
politics?
only allowed to let go one person?
No.
Oh,
No, you can
It's a-
vote on all of them. Yeah.
You can vote on all of them. You just better hope that you're outvoted on most of them.
We don't really want to ferry the entire prison around. That's gonna kind of be a drag on our.
But I'm honestly just like I really like I believe like I ate people. Like it's like a
Already
pot
dead.
calling the kettle black situation. All right,
They were already dead.
Were they?
they're already dead.
Were they?
They were.
Okay.
Once they.
All right. So you get to prisoner 237. What do you want to ask of him?
I say to him like, all right, look,
I'm gonna let everyone go except for you.
Because you killed 12 people. That guy, he
only
brought
killed
people
11.
back to life.
No, I say to him, I'm like, all right, I read your file. I have but one thing to ask of you, and I shall choose to let you go. If you refuse, I'll actively not do it. Why did you do it? Why did you murder these 12 people?
Well, murder is a strong word to use.
All right, fine, Gil. I care not why. Just tell. I care not what word you use. I demand answers. Why did you do this? What was your motivation for it?
I needed adventurers to accompany me. I wanted to find the island. And I thought I knew some people who might know in Bryn Shander. None of them would tell me their secrets. I killed them.
You killed them because they did not tell you secrets.
Accidentally. Torture is
You accidentally torture. I feel like
it's a
that's
fine
too much.
line. No, killed them accidentally. I just wanted information.
This is incredibly messed up. Like, wait.
You've never tortured someone to death to get some information.
Wait, why were you so desperate for this information?
Do you understand who the Netherese are?
No.
You.
They created more powerful magic than you can comprehend. In wish spell, the wish spell, which I don't even know how you would call it, but it basically a wish would have been beneath their most powerful magic. To uncover those secrets lost to time.
So you tortured 12 random people?
I do what I must.
But I feel like you didn't have to do that. Can we at least agree that like what you did was wrong? and that you really shouldn't have done that.
I'd do it again if I had the chance.
Jesus Christ. Like, you are not making this easy.
Well,
why would you do it again?
You're looking for the same thing that I am.
Did anything come of the information that you...
Yes, you are here now. And you want
because you tortured these 12 people?
Fate has aligned it. I'm here. You're here. You want my help. You'll have to work
That's
with someone
not answering
you don't
my
like.
question. You
will have to work with someone you don't like.
I've worked with plenty of people I don't like. I just need you to understand that, like, you're a human being. Wait, is he a human being?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Like, you're a human being. Like, you have a soul. And, like, you shouldn't give up, your search for truth and justice for petty things such as information. Surely you can get your life back on track. I believe in you.
I will.
I believe in all beings.
I will. I will do that.
I know you're lying, but perhaps the fates will align that cause you to see the light.
We shall see. Now, vote to get me out of here tomorrow, and then we can work on my redemption.
I'll think about it. I walk him out. I mean, I fully intend to do so, but I want to leave him like a little annoyed.
Okay. All right. So you head back to the group. Group, what do you want to do? Discuss how we're gonna do this, and we'll pick it back up next time.
Speak to Elias with Julius and mention him. While you were not there, I'm sure you've heard already that we encountered Alice, or you may have heard of her as Avarice.
The lovely Avarice.
Are we in the room?
We're like in the room separate, like
okay.
Back. We have made an agreement with her that we will have, and I do the air quotes, Lord Norixius vote to allow prisoner 237 released on parole. That should allow him to be released from the prison and allow us to get the information that we need from him.
Yes, that seems the only course of action. He would not tell us the information otherwise.
I have a feeling that he's going to change the deal once we release him, but it seems like we don't have much of a choice.
I'm sure the four of us could contain him.
What of your friend, Julius says you had a discussion with the warden. What came of that?
The warden will support us.
She
is a friend of mine.
Oh.
Really?
I know her from my past.
Fantastic news.
A good, strong woman. I discussed our situation and she will support us. She knows what is at stake here.
Does she know
that's interesting.
Unlike that fool Anderton.
Does she know of
Tell me
Alice's... more. Oh, go ahead.
Tell me more about this Anderton. He seemed very keen on justice for prisoners' rights.
He is just a member of the Lord's Alliance. He is, as far as I am aware, he is here to do the annual service, to review the rights of the prisoners.
But he doesn't give a shit. For real.
No, he's an aristocrat. He's a professional, not shit giver.
Yeah, I got that vibe from him.
So it seems as though we must take this prisoner with us.
So we're going to be taking this prisoner and Avarice with us onto Angajuk with Valen. Is that what it sounds like we're doing?
I see a point.
We should not do this. We should not trust Avarice.
It's a
We're
tight
beginning to become
squeeze.
outnumbered.
I already told Angajuk specifically not to ever let that person on him.
But
To be fair,
it would be
What?
unfortunate if she was to have an accident on the way.
It would be. However, oh wait, Elias never made any promises to Lord.
Wait, am I in the room? Or
yeah,
No,
you
you're-
get there.
No,
Yeah.
you're talking to the prisoners.
You'll get there in the middle of the conversation. Sure.
Well, if she does have an accident on the way, I implore you that it will be by my hand. And I hope you're okay with that, Edmund.
Again, Avarice is not the Alice that I knew way back when.
I knock on the door.
We're naked! Don't come in!
Quick, make a sound of a raven.
Oh no! Don't
Lock
come
the door.
in! We're naked! We're all...
Lock the
I
door.
open the door.
Ah!
The door opens and then my face like sort of pokes through.
Because you think we're naked.
Oh, you guys actually naked? Like,
What?
you guys...
All right.
I walk in.
Well, it is very
I'm
hot.
like, I
It's
say
very
like,
hot in there.
these prisoners are really messed up people, but I think they can get their lives back together.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, they're here. They are in the process of being redeemed,
I mean,
serving their punishment.
okay, maybe the slave trading guy, he should probably stay. Like,
All right, so here's the plan,
Rodolphe.
right? As I understand it, the next time we play, you're gonna have the Absolution Council. You're gonna meet. It's gonna be Rogal, Avarice, and Lord Anderton, and the Warden interviewing all the prisoners, and then they will deliberate and give the sentencing for to either release them on parole or to keep them here at Revel's End. Am I correct? That the plan?
Right.
That sounds like the plan.
And then once the prisoner's released, you, 4, Luke, Avarice, Velen, Muffin, and what's his name? Prisoner
Valish.
237, Valish Gant, are all going to ride in Angajuk and head to Solstice, the island where Oriel lives.
we
Nothing.
can't
How
trust.
how about this? We'll see if
We
all of
can't
those people.
trust.
We'll see if all
Ever.
of those people make it onto Angajuk.
Sure,
How are we
sure,
gonna
yeah.
How are we gonna ditch
Avarice.
Avarice? No, there's no. We're gonna
Literally
get almost
millions, like-
instantly get onto Angajuk as soon as we go out of this fortress.
Sure. Yeah, no, well, listen.
There's still a boat outside.
That's Lord Anderton's boat.
There's
Her name means unending greed. Like, we should really not trust this person.
I mean, we're still trusting someone named Villain, so
yeah, but she's cool. She's got an out.
Just
And I-
because the girl is cool doesn't mean that the player is cool.
wait.
Oh, whoa,
You got
whoa,
that
shots fired.
I think you got it backwards, didn't you?
Isn't it backwards?
How is that shots fired?
Did you
She's
say it
cool.
backwards?
Dasha's super cool. I don't know if Velen's cool.
Yeah, you had it backwards.
You had it backwards.
Yeah, you had it
yeah.
backwards.
Oh yeah, you did have
Yeah.
it backwards. I was
I
confused.
was like,
what?
whoa, trauma bomb.
Sorry, Dasha, you got that backwards.
All right, Dasha, you suck.
All right. Well,
Lean into it.
we will see Dasha next week. Maybe we'll see. We'll see.
She might
All
not
right.
ever come back now.
Yeah, Stefano you can say that to her face next week.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna leave the stream here. Nothing could go wrong with this plan. I am certain of it. That
Oh,
seems
shut
like a
up.
sure
We're just gonna
fire.
surround ourselves with all the bad guys.
You're all gonna sing "We All Live in a Yellow Submarine" as you're going towards Solstice together with 2 Arcane Brotherhood members. A prisoner who
Psychotic
killed.
torture to death,
I
man.
just don't think I could kill her yet. That's my only problem.
So
Is you not powerful enough, or?
You don't think you're powerful enough to kill Avarice?
It's
Okay.
going to make a big mess if we do. It's not like we're going to be able to sit on the
And
elevator.
I don't think we should kill her in front of the prison.
Can't we just ditch her somewhere? Just be like, hey, look at
We can
that,
be
and
like-
then we'll run away.
We can
It's
be like,
gonna-
okay, we're all getting on our boat, and then like head towards Lord Anderton's boat, and then like you get on the boat first. We'll be right there, and then be like, Angajuk, and then jump on Angajuk while she's still on the boat, and we go.
Do we know where the chamber for the parole hearings are going to take place?
It's in the tower, right near the warden's quarters.
Okay, but we don't know where that is.
It is-
Only Elias does.
He wasn't told where the chamber was, but that's where it will be, and he knows where the quarters are. But it's also in the anti-magic field.
I just want to know if it's anywhere near where our weapons are.
No.
No, we're going to have to not do any shenanigans so we can get out with our weapons.
Don't mess around at all. I want that weapon. I want Faisal back.
I've got to have my sacred laser Revel.
I need Dirth and Nildar.
I need
Like I
my
said.
axe.
My axe.
Yeah, see, actually, Rogal could just buy something else. I mean,
Standard. great
I
axe.
screwed up by making this story that I've had this like sword with me my entire life. It's just a regular freaking sword.
No, it's Faisal.
It's
I
Faisal.
know.
It has a name.
Well,
I know.
That's going to do it for us here on Tabletop Bob. Don't forget to tune in this Friday for Warhammer 40k players play D&D for the first time. That should be very amusing. That's going to be Friday nights at 8:30. And stay tuned for another Keep on the Borderlands coming up in a few weeks. Also, links to all my social media down below so you can keep up to date with what's going on the channel. I think that's it. We're all set. All right, everybody. Say goodnight.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
But
We'll see you all on the tabletop. Stay classy.
San Diego.
See you on the tabletop. But stay classy.
But also see you on the table.
But see you on the tabletop.
also,
Diversity
Bye.
is an old wooden ship.
All right, really. Good night. Bye, everybody.
But really, stay